If you watch a lot of finance videos and investing videos here on YouTube, you probably have seen Ben Mallah. Now, Ben Mallah, he is quite the character. I love watching Ben Mallah. I've been watching Ben Mallah for years. I want to say like four, maybe 5 years. And you like a content creator here on YouTube when you go and you get your food, you get your Chick-fil-A, your Five Guys, your pizza. What else do I like? That's about it. That's usually, and then some local things that we have in Austin, like P. Terry's, all that good stuff. Or Torchy's. But what I'm saying is I really, really enjoy watching Ben Mallah. I enjoy it so much that usually when I get food and I'm eating at my desk, I will usually turn on Ben Mallah's videos. And I've been watching Ben for years. And over the years, I've kind of jotted down some things that he said and shared where I was learning about real estate investing. And over the last couple of years, there's been 6 things that have really stuck with me. And I want to share that with you because I've watched hundreds of videos of Ben Mallah, and I just get a kick out of it. I love it. He uses very colorful language. He's not PC. He's very friendly. He's very different. He's a character. But there's a little bit different video than I usually make on my channel. When I think about the things that I've learned from Ben Mallah, now most of it, like 99% of it, has to do with investing into real estate. And if you know my story, I was a DIY real estate investor in Austin, Texas. I invested into a handful of rental properties, and a lot of what I learned from Ben Mallah, and obviously other sources online as well. But the main takeaways from Ben Mallah, I'm going to share with you in today's video. I'm excited to share that this video is presented by Snowball Analytics. Snowball Analytics is a tool that I use to analyze my dividend portfolio. You can check them out with the link in the description below and use promo code DGI to get the very best pricing. So if you're thinking about investing in real estate, or if you're a new real estate investor, these are the things that I learned from him. The very first thing was that the realtor works for you. They work for you. They're going to bend over backwards for you if you're going to buy with them or sell with them. Your realtor is your very best friend. And I realized that myself when I was investing into real estate in Austin. I didn't know anybody except for my realtor. And my realtor actually ended up becoming a good friend of mine, and we're still in contact all these years later. Now, I know some of the laws have changed recently where it's kind of up in the air, and the norms are being changed. Does the buyer pay the buyer's agent? Does the seller pay the buyer agent? At the end of the day, the realtor works for you, and you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of that and you're picking the realtor's brain. That's the very first thing. If you're new to real estate investing, that is one of your greatest assets is your real estate agent. Get to know them, make them your friend. It's a give and take, but at the end of the day, the agent works for you because they're commission based. They have every incentive to help you, and so you want to make sure that you're taking advantage in a good way of their help. The second thing that I learned here from Ben Mallah is the bank is your best friend. A lot of people look at banks, credit unions, finance, institutions as, like the enemy. But in reality, they are your best friend. They're the ones that make the deal happen at the end of the day. If you're not pre-approved, that is the number one thing that you need to do. If you're a buyer, if you want to go buy a piece of real estate, you have to have a bank. Unless you got a small loan of $1 million, you need money. You need the bank. And so you need to go and get the money somewhere. And, unless you're going to do a hard money loan, which is hard money for a reason, right? The best way that you can do it if you're looking to buy a piece of residential real estate is to go get a FHA loan, a conventional loan, and you're going to do that with a bank. So don't be afraid of the bank. The bank is your very best friend. And in all the videos that I've watched from Ben Mallah, he always repeats this. The bank is your friend. Another thing that I've learned from Ben Mallah is the reality that even the big real estate moguls don't know it all. Sometimes they run into issues, especially during the pandemic. There was a lot of shaky times during that period. But one of the things that I learned from Ben Mallah, was that sometimes you win some and sometimes you don't. And that's life. And it's okay. I remember him going and trying to sell one of his commercial properties. I think it was an office building and one that he used to work in. And he sold it for basically break even after holding it for a couple of years. And I was thinking to myself, man, that guy's a loser. He lost money or he didn't make any money. And he's saying, he said in the, obviously I didn't think that because look at me judging. It's like me watching a basketball game, judging all the players saying, jump higher, shoot the ball better. Don't we all do that? How can you be so bad as I'm, eating, stuffing my face with pizza? It's easy to judge. But the thing is like even the big shots, they can break even. Even they can lose money. And that's part of life. And it's okay. And so what I learned from that is if the big guys can make mistakes and lose money, I can do that as well. And it's okay. It's life. You learn from it and you move on.
Sometimes in life, you have to take a loss. Better a small loss now than a big one later.
The fourth thing that I learned is, you can see this is evident in almost all of his videos. Ben Mallah would not be Ben Mallah without his network. His network is everything, and your network is everything. If you want to get into investing, you need a network. In the case of Ben Mallah, he has his family, he has his mortgage team, he has his agents, his inspectors, his security, everybody, his family, his sons, his relatives. He's got an extended family, lots and lots of people, and he's cracked jokes about that. That's one of his greatest assets is his network, his family.
I want to thank everybody. For me and my entire family, we truly appreciate. Cállate! Adios mio.
What I learned from this was you have to have a network. You have to have a mortgage agent. You have to have somebody that knows an inspector or somebody that's going to help you get the deal done. And once you get the deal done, you got to know the contractors. You got to know who to call. You got to know a handyman. You got to know who's who so that you can make it work. And that's what I learned from Ben Mallah is you can't do this alone. There's no one-man show when it comes to real estate. It's all about having a network, and your network is everything.
Quiet! I want silence today.
I'm literally gonna smack you.
Yeah, let's do it, because I'm ready for a fight, baby. I'm ready.
Are you ready to get beat up?
The problems I got, I'm ready to kick some booty.
Ooh.
I'm trying to sell retail. I'm trying to sell hotels. I'm selling everything.
Can I go too?
And you're on the list.
Ooh, yes, baby.
But you come the way I got you.
No, hell no.
Nothing.
The fifth thing that I learned from Ben Mallah is that being street smart can beat being book smart even in today's world. You don't have to be Harvard educated. You don't have to wear a suit, be the big shot, and to be successful in real estate. Sometimes being street smart, having experience the good and the bad when it comes to investing in real estate can be more valuable than having an extensive vocabulary or being able to articulate things in a nice way or anything like that. So that was one of the things that I learned from Ben Mallah is it's not always the smartest guy in the room that can be successful in real estate. Sometimes hard work and grit can be more impactful in your success when investing into real estate. And the last thing that I learned from Ben Mallah, there's many other things, but one that sticks out a lot to me is something that he says all the time. When you're evaluating a deal, you're looking at purchasing a property, whether as an investment or if you're going to live in it yourself. It really comes down to is if the property doesn't make sense, it doesn't make dollars. If the property doesn't make sense in terms of the numbers, it's too expensive, the cost to purchase it, the annual operational fees, the HOAs, all of those extra fees, if it doesn't make sense on paper, well, the deal is not going to make dollars. And I that really resonated with me because investing can be emotional. Investing in real estate, we saw that all in 2020, 2021. Remember the FOMO, the fear of missing out? All the people saying, oh, the gold rush, I got to buy this house. And they got over leveraged. They bought at the peak of the market. It didn't make any sense. The houses don't cash flow. They're in the negative. Now, with prices in real estate going down, a lot of investors are underwater. If the deal doesn't make sense, it doesn't make dollars.
Because if it makes sense, It
makes dollars.
So those are just 6 examples of things that I've learned from Ben Mallah when it comes to investing into real estate. He always drops a few hidden gems throughout his videos, and you can see, you know, it's just really evident that he knows what he's talking about, and you can apply it to yourself, whether you're, you know, a DIY investor or you have a massive team behind you. You can always learn something, and I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was a cool topic because I really enjoy watching his videos, and so I just wanted to share kind of some of the things that I've learned watching his channel, and hopefully it will be of use to you if you're interested in investing into real estate. And if you haven't already, go check out Snowball Analytics, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see everybody in next week's video.